Hey neighbors, Brent here, coming to you from the front porch here at the Church of Wood Forest. I am outside today. In fact, I've tried to spend a lot of time out here on the front porch lately, scheduling meetings with folks out here, doing my reading, my sermon preparations, because this is my favorite time of year. It's a little cool out. I especially like the mornings, waking up and the sun's already up, and the day ending a little sooner so that I can get my family gathered inside our house and sneak in a little extra family time. And if I'm honest, I especially like this time of year because it's basketball season and it's my favorite sport of the year. So I'm loving this time of year. This past Sunday at church, I had an incredibly special moment. It was completely unexpected as well. But we took a break from our No Thank You sermon series to celebrate All Saints Sunday. And if you were here, you'll remember that All Saints Sunday is that day each year that we stop. It's the Sunday closest to Halloween. And we remember those saints from long ago and more recent, those saints who introduced us to the faith maybe, who have walked along the journey of faith with us, those folks who inspired us to follow Jesus. And while I was preaching, I commented on a man who I've mentioned probably on these videos before, a man named Ron Sumter. When I look back, he's one of those saints in my life who's now deceased. He passed away this past summer, who sometimes on purpose, intentionally instilled within me practices of faith that still sustain me today. And in other ways, he just practiced the faith in a way that was appealing to me, that drew me to want to do it the way he did it. And so this past Sunday, I was talking about him as being one of the saints in my life who had taught me so many things that were important in my own journey of faith. And when I was finished with our first service, a sweet lady from the church came up and she said, "Pastor, can I tell you something real quick?" And of course. What? She says, "I've been coming here for a little while now, and when you get up to preach and when you're up there in front of us all speaking," and she said, "you remind me of somebody, and I haven't been able to put my finger on it." And I jokingly said, "Oh, Kenny Chesney. A lot of people think that I look like Kenny Chesney." She said, "No, that's not the one." She said, "I grew up at First Christian Church in Huntsville, Texas. And all these weeks that I've been here, I've noticed in you, and now I've figured it out. It's Ron Sumter. Ron Sumter is who you remind me of." And what she didn't realize is that would bless me so much that day, and it's going to bless me for a long, long time, because I wanted to be just like Ron. I wanted to follow Jesus as passionately as Ron followed Jesus. I wanted to be as attentive to prayer as Ron was to prayer. I wanted to be so expressive of gratitude as he was, to express gratitude in his ministry and in his life. And it was the biggest and greatest honor for her to say, "You know, I've been watching you, Brent, and when I watch you, it reminds me of Ron Sumter." It was the sweetest gift that could have been given me that day. And it also leads into this coming Sunday. We're going to return to our sermon series, No Thank You, where we're talking about the importance of boundaries, saying yes to the right things and having the wisdom to say no to the things that won't be all that useful. And this coming Sunday, we're going to talk about that boundaries in our friendships. How do we create meaningful and lasting friendships? Who are the people with whom we should give the opportunity to be our friends? Who should we spend our time with? And the reality is we become like who we hang out with. I've always found that to be true. I had it said to me a long time ago, and I now say it to my boys, that you become just like who you hang with. And thanks be to God that after hanging out with Ron Sumter all those years, that the very best of who he was rubbed off on me, and now I'm able to give the gift to others that he gave to me. So this week, between now and Sunday, be thinking about who are the folks that you hang out with? Who are the people you choose to spend your time with, your friends? And are those friends leading you in the direction of Jesus? Are they encouraging you to live a life worthy of the calling of Christ? Or are they discouraging you? Are they interrupting the Christian life that you attempt to live? Are they positive role models or negative role models? Are they leading you towards, or are they leading you away from the person of Jesus that you seek to follow? That's what I want you to be paying attention to this week. And we'll be back in worship this coming Sunday. Look forward to seeing you at 8:30, 9:45, or 11:15. Between now and then, have a great rest of your week, and God bless you. Bye-bye.